sometimes I'm asked about my song accompaniment style, which I think is pretty simple, but the queries have prompted me to offer these lessons. But first of all, the disclaimer. I'm not quite sure that I'm qualified to be offering instruction. There's plenty of concertina players around who are better than me, but I guess people would like to try and figure out what I'm doing with my songs, and so I hope these lessons help. Some people might take issue with some of the things I do and say in these lessons. Well, if so, please tell me. Mine is not the definitive style, of course, and I'm happy to be contradicted, and I might learn something. Now, these lessons are really not for the absolute beginner. I think you'd probably need a little bit of proficiency to get the most out of these lessons. Some advanced players would probably find them a bit tedious. But my playing style is chordal. So just like the guitarist strumming his guitar, I'm playing chords on the concertina. I'm strumming the concertina, if you like. And if you know 3 chords, you can play hundreds of songs. Now there's a few different techniques that I use. The first, I guess, is a simple melody with the occasional chords. So something like this. And next, another technique is just simple chords in a more sort of flowing style. So the vocal takes the melody line, or carries the melody line. Something like this. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? And then there's chords mixed with chordal arpeggios, sort of like this. Chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim, chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. And quite often when I'm doing that sort of thing, I'll put in quite a strong offbeat, which kind of gives the song a bit of rhythm too. And then there's sort of an extension to the first technique I mentioned, simple melody with chords occasionally. Well, another technique is lots of chords with the melody entwined. When somebody plays the piano, they'll play the chords over here and they'll play the melody over here. But when you're playing the English concertina, you've kind of got to play it like this. So it's all sort of mixed together. Here's a bit of an example, I think. They all sigh and wanna die for sweet Georgia Brown, I don't lie. And of course, don't forget the bellows. The bellows offer a lot of rhythm when you're playing for a song. Quite often I'll do a lot of bellows reversal like this, in and out. I'm not even taking my fingers off the buttons there. I don't know whether that's right or wrong, but and sometimes I'll do bellows shake as well. Sort of like that. So usually my accompaniment for a song is a combination of all those different techniques. Most often I'll learn the melody first off, and then I'll learn the chord progression separately, and then I'll bring the two together somehow. So that's the introduction to the lessons. The first lesson is going to be building chords, or how we build chords on the keyboard of the English concertina.